Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is Camp Slash Horrorcast, Season 2, Episode 20, Monkey Shine. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, we appreciate it. Please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just a reminder, Camp Slash Horrorcast is a weekly live videocast available on Twitch and YouTube. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/WeArePodcastNetwork and youtube.com/WeArePodcastNetwork. As the Camp Slash Horrorcast is live, I will not be editing the audio for this podcast. So what you saw live is what you get here. Please come watch the stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And if you want to see the previous streams, go check out our Twitch or YouTube channel. And for a full list of future films we'll be watching, please head over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the Horrorcast. Yeah, we got it. All right.
Got it.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast. We talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. live on Twitch. I am Duck, your head camp counselor. I am screwing up big time here because I was not ready with... There we go. I got it. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have Javi. You're a clinical cunt. Byrez. Javi, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
Fuck yeah, man. And then we got David. You killed my bogey, Jessup. David, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good.
Fuck yeah. Next, we got Jay. He had his little demon do it, McClintock. Jay, how are you, sir?
I'm feeling good.
Fuck yeah. And finally, we got back Jake. We got Jake. I put enough in there to bring down King Kong Pinkston. Jake, how are you?
Man, I'm parnit incarnate. Is all I got to say.
Incarnate. Guys, we are talking Monkey Shines this week. Jake's pick. It was released on July 29th, 1988 with a running time of 113 minutes. It's long as shit. Budget $7 million, box office $5.3 million. Did not make back its money. This is considered a cult film at best. And I think we all, I mean,
At best. Yeah, exactly. At best.
I have opinions.
It's really bad. I forgot how bad.
Here's the thing, though. That poster is bomb. And I think that's what stays with you the most. The poster with the monkey holding the razor. And we're going to get into the trailer. They kind of play off that, too. Real quick synopsis. Athlete Alan becomes quadriplegic after a horrific traffic accident. His friend Godfrey, Jeffrey, is it Godfrey or Jeffrey? It's Jeffrey, who is conducting experiments with monkeys, offers Alan a well-trained monkey named Ella to keep him company and raise his child. But the initially healthy bond, which even enables Alan to form a romantic relationship with Melanie, gradually disintegrates once Ella begins to channel Alan's underlying rage and takes it out on his loved ones. One hell of a synopsis, way longer than, well, not as long as this movie, so long. Guys, let's watch the trailer real quick. That's something new that we do. We watch the trailer. So pull it up.
Right.
And I think you guys are going to enjoy this trailer. It's pretty good. Can everyone see that?
Yes, yes.
All right, here we go. Fucking Orion made the best shit back in the day.
Once there was a man whose prison was a chair. The man had a monkey. They made the strangest pair.
The man had a monkey.
Experiment was it, Jeff? What did you do to Ella? What did you do to me?
The man was the prisoner. The monkey held the key.
You want to be the boss now, is that it?
No matter how he tried,
This
the
little
man
monkey
couldn't
is.
flee. Locked in his prison, terrified and frail,
Jeff, what is it? Jeff, she's here. She's down here.
the monkey gaining power, keeping him in jail.
Ella, no.
Don't do it.
The man tried to keep the monkey from his brain, but every move he made became the monkey's gain.
Did you do that, or did she?
She did it.
That's right.
How
She
the
did it.
fuck is it rhyming?
He ruled the man. It climbed inside his head. And now, as fate would have it, one of them is dead.
That's not even the same monkey from the movie.
Monkey
Dude,
Shine.
it's so...
An experiment in
It's
fear.
Go ahead, Jake.
It's sad as fuck that my iPhone does better slow motion than this fucking shit does now. I'm like,
I kind of like that monkey though. That made my day because it has nothing to do with the movie. This is back when the trailer had nothing to do with the movie. Because if you expected that little monkey puppet to be in the movie, that's not what you got.
His little rhyming scheme that he just had for the whole fucking what?
But I feel like it would have sold the movie. All right, guys, let's talk our history with the movie. I will start. I watched this movie when I was like 16, 17 because of that VHS box sitting up there. You saw it all the time, so you had to rent this movie. And I just became a fan of George Romero through watching Night of the Living Dead, which really got me into horror movies in the first place because I was terrified of horror movies when I was younger. Like I said before, my parents literally had to block the Sci-Fi channel. I was so scared of horror movies. So I watched Night of the Living Dead. I realized that Romero is just this amazing horror director. And we come across this as we start to, me and Ben and Matt, my brother, we start watching stuff. And Monkey Shines was just one of those movies that came down the line. And there were three key scenes that always stick out to me in this movie. The first one being the scene where the fire happens, the people having sex. The second being... it's gone. I don't even know what it was. But the third being the ending, which we'll get to when we talk about it.
Quadriplegic sex.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. The quadriplegic sex. Yes, which is one of the most interesting scenes in cinema history. He got that titty. He got that, and she got hers. So it was great. And then, like I said, the ending. So that's really cool. David, I got to go to you next. Did you watch this when you worked at the VHS store? Or you've never seen this before?
No, I'd never seen it before, and I think it's because it sucks so fucking bad. No one ever recommended it to me. And I really think it is. We had talked about the Mandela effect of this movie, how a lot of us just always thought this was a Stephen King movie.
I don't know what that noise is. Do you guys hear it? Something just happened. Sorry, go ahead. The Mandela effect. I don't know if you guys know that.
I didn't hear that.
It was very loud and bombastic.
The Mandela effect, I thought this was a Stephen King movie. And back in the late 80s, Stephen King had a run of really shit-tastic movies. So I think I just kind of subconsciously avoided this film because I thought it was going to be another Cat's Eye or some other fucking awful Stephen King movie. So I never watched it. And after watching it today, I was like, fuck, dude, this is fucking bad. This is a bad movie.
It is.
Hobbs, how about you? You've never seen this before either?
First time today.
First time today? You said you liked it, right?
I think it's really good. I thought it was fucking campy as fuck. It was a fun fucking movie, my guy. I was laughing so many fucking times at this point. The scene where he's talking to his brother and he just found out that his girlfriend's sleeping with Tucci, and he goes, well, if she leaves him, just fuck her. And he goes, I can't. And I was like, I'm not kidding. I was halfway expecting to go, sick bird on me.
It's interesting, Javi. You say that, and you know what? I think I am shocked this movie is not on the midnight circuits because it is a fucking hilarious movie for all the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It is what we talked about, a good bad movie. Like, this is a movie that was meant to be serious. And there are so many funny scenes in this movie where I laughed out loud. And I'm like, how is this not playing at the Inwood Theater at midnight and people are showing up with stuffed monkeys and yelling out lines? What's the line where the lady screams that her bird was killed? What was that line?
Kill my bogey!
Yeah, shit like that. Like, how is that not a thing? Because this movie screams like that whole midnight viewing type of thing.
That soundtrack was hilarious too.
Jay, what's your history with this?
I saw this when I was young. I probably saw it when I was 9. I thought it was fun. It was a, popcorn horror movie. I wasn't trying to dissect it for the state of the art, but it was fine. I've seen it a couple times when I got older. I don't have any super problems with it. I think it's kind of a unique risk for Romero to take to get away from his wheelhouse a little bit. And I really love the actor who played Alan, Jason Beggy. I think he's definitely one of the. This is a hard movie to act in. I mean, to play a quadriplegic and to have to stay as still as he did, I was I always wish his career had gone off a little bit more. Yeah.
He's fucking jerking everywhere in that last
Yeah,
scene.
fuck yeah, he was.
I couldn't
Fuck
help but fucking use his fucking shoulders.
He had to take a lot of classes, and he had to like study with a lot of quadriplegics to really get down the mannerisms, and as obviously a fully functioning human, it's easy for us to like just always rely on our limbs, and I thought I thought he did a pretty good job of that. That's all. But yeah, the movie as a whole, it sucks. But
Yeah.
My big
Not
issue
gonna
with
down
him. My big issue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's get Jake real quick.
I'm sorry, Jake. I'm sorry.
Jake, what's your history with this movie?
Yeah, I saw like whenever I was 8 or 9 also. The one that stood out to me at the very end was whenever he grabbed her and fucking swung her around with his fucking mouth. Like I thought that was like hardcore as fuck. And I was, like I said, 8 or 9. And then the monkey popping out of the back at the very end in the dream sequence.
Yes, I totally forgot about that. That scared me. It literally did. I was just like, oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah, I got a good jump scare out of me also as a kid. But I think the last time I saw this was probably like 15 or 16. And I didn't remember how fucking crap this movie is. I like it, but I don't like it. So
I think you got to have a little bit of nostalgia for it too.
For sure. It was only for nostalgia factor that I watched the movie, but yeah.
Yeah, God damn, is it long? All right, let's get into it. David, you said your biggest issue with Alan. What was your biggest issue?
He only has two acting styles in this, where he's like, "Mother, what is going on?" Or he's like, "Mother, I'm going to kill you." Like there's no nuance to it. This movie is so weird because it feels like a Hallmark movie, especially in the beginning, and it has that weird. The soundtrack is fucking awful, man.
The score is so fucking bad. They use like circus carnival music at the beginning of it for the monkey because like, oh, monkey, funny. Cute.
It very reminded me of like
carnival fucking music, and then the score really confused me because at the end you get some kind of killer tracks going on whenever they're fucking in the weird barn bedroom thing that they're in
with all the monkeys watching. By the way, like
the sex scenery was horrible.
I don't know, man. They're fucking in front of all those monkeys, and then it makes you question like, what can a quadriplegic do? And then I fell down a Google rabbit hole of trying to look up, can they even have an orgasm or whatever? They can get erections and this and that. So yeah, it's possible. And I was just like, I had questions, you know what I mean? At least she sat on his face. You know what I mean?
George Romero answered all those questions about how quads have sex.
I tell you what, I think the biggest star of the movie has to be that shitty beard that he had on for the first quarter of this film. Holy fuck, that was awful. Oh my God. And it's a very confusing movie. I read some stuff online where it talked about how the studio removed a lot of exposition, but it's confusing as shit. About why is that guy injecting this stuff? What is he injecting it to himself? And it's just weird. And at the end, it seemed like he injected alcohol because he started acting drunk right before.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was.
Weird. I had to look it up. Parnate, which he was injecting, is an antidepressant, but he stays awake for like 3 days at a time on it. I don't understand that whole.
By the way, the best part of the film is the guy from Oh Brother Where Art Thou in Office Space. That was
Stephen Root.
Stephen Root.
Fuck yeah.
This is his first film role. He was actually in Crocodile Dundee 2, which came out a month before that.
First.
But this is his first film role he ever filmed, and he's actually, as always, pretty good in the role.
Oh, he's awesome, man.
He's slimy, you hate him, but he's doing little character actor shit in it. And I'm like, oh yeah, Stephen Root's killing it in this movie. Like I was digging it, but I like all the actors in this movie for the most part. I know you guys say the movie's terrible. I watched it as a drama. I didn't watch it as a campy film, and I never even considered it as like super campy earlier.
Well, and that's the thing though, Ducky. You watched it as a drama. I don't think this is a horror movie. There was not one time I was scared. I was never scared of the monkey. I think you're right. I think it was a drama about him and the connection between him and the monkey.
Like I like to. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
go
Go ahead. I was just
gonna
gonna.
say-
Sorry, go ahead. I'm done.
David, finish,
I want
David.
to drink this. I want to drink my soup. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm done.
David,
Sorry.
go ahead and finish.
And then the fucking there was that scene in the classroom. I felt like I was watching a live action Disney movie from the 70s. It was so the tone of this movie is so fucking weird. Okay, I'm done.
No, but that's
now.
kind of a Romero thing. Some of his movies have tone all over the place, but he does dark humor a lot. So like that's just a keystone of Romero. Go ahead, Jay.
I will say this, and I might get flamed for this, obviously, but I seriously would put George Romero as honestly the most overrated director in horror.
Oh, I'm right there. Jay, I am high-fiving you. I wanted to say that as well. That was one of my thoughts. And what he is more of, Jay, than a good director? He's a visionary. He had a really good vision. He got the zombie thing out. He was the first one to do it. But as a director goes, he's pretty fucking awful.
I think his best movie ever was the one that he used Stephen King for. I think Creepshow is far and away far and away his best movie ever. And I think he he gave us zombies. I think a lot of other people did zombies better. That's just the way I look at it. And I like George Romero. I've got his autograph, but I still think I think he's definitely overrated. And I think it's his career crept forward. I think the world kind of figured that out too.
Well, he shot his load in the 70s. Like he really, like every decade he got a zombie movie. And Night of the Living Dead is a classic through and through. The whole thing is a masterpiece. Dawn of the Dead is the better film, though. Dawn of the Dead just takes it to the next level and it tells a better story. But Dawn of the Dead's very long, and that's my one complaint with that movie. I love that movie, and I love all of his stuff because it's based around Pittsburgh. This movie included is Pittsburgh based. But at the same time, yeah, he did go downhill as he got older. Like the Land of the Dead is okay. Diary of the Dead is terrible, but at least he tried stuff. Javi, what were you going to say?
I was gonna like piggyback off Jay. What you and David Jessup said about it feeling like a drama. I like to view it as more of a thriller. I could see this as like a simian version of Fatal Attraction, where instead of Glenn Close, it's Ella the monkey.
Dude, when he hit his lip and they were kissing, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I think one of the biggest problems with this movie is the monkey's not threatening. The monkey is like this big, and the scenes where he's attacking people
and it has a beer gut also.
Yeah, he's not very healthy.
Like I was like, this fucking monkey looks like it's just sitting around the back of the lot smoking cigarettes and eating fucking Cheetos that the union is giving them. Like, yeah, the fucking
What's my line? What's my line? Oh, is this the scene where I pee? What's my motivation?
See, I disagree. I think
I'm in love with Alan. Okay. Yeah, I got this. All right.
I think in the third act, the monkey is a little bit scary. And I know that they're pushing it, but like the idea of being like stuck in your own body, this creature is trying to kill everyone around you because of your own rage. And you know what you have to do. Like I bought his acting and I know that David said, he only really had 2 modes, but I thought he killed it. I thought he was really good in this movie. Jay, you agreed with me, right?
I said his physical acting. His mime work. No, but I mean that. Like his mime work, I think I definitely overshot his actual dialogue. And yes, I'll agree. His tone was so 0 to 100, one or the other. But I thought his physical acting was really, really good.
Like,
and
you actually thought that he was actually crippled.
Absolutely, he was very believable when it came to that. I will defend this movie at very, very conditional points. And that's one of the ones. And I will also say that I thought Emma, the work she did towards the end, like sabotaging him and everything, I thought that was absolutely brilliant animal training. I thought that was really top notch.
Well, I mean, that comes down to editing too. Like they had so much footage of that monkey, and they
Ella.
It's Ella. But they had so much footage of that monkey.
I'm talking about Emma, the stunt double. If you would have read the novelization.
So here's the deal: it's a fucking male monkey. Okay, like Hollywood was so misogynistic at this time that they couldn't even have a fucking female monkey, which are less aggressive on set. They decided to go against the grain and get a fucking male monkey for this. And he fucked up a lot of the actors on it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But they had like that's the thing. Didn't they say it was a female monkey in the movie too? But it was a
Yeah,
male
they did.
monkey?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a male monkey that they use one of the like only times in Hollywood that they decided to use a male capuchin and
Which-
portray it as a female for some reason. I don't know about that.
I was gonna say I like the shot of him getting hit by the car and then flying in the air with the bricks. I've always remembered that since I was a child watching this movie. Like that stuck with me. It's just a striking shot. Go ahead, Hobbs.
That shot when he was that spin he did remind me of like how when you're a kid and you take a jump off the second step from the bottom and you do a 360. He was like, "Oh, watch this!" And he does like a 360 turn.
All I was hearing was that sound effect during the $6 Million Man that he would do jump.
All right, we got to talk about Tucci because I didn't know this was Tucci, but here's the thing. I always thought in my head it was Stanley Tucci, but I thought I was wrong. And that's what fucked me up. It was kind of Medelling me a little bit. Like I was like, he couldn't have been in that. He wasn't old enough to be in that movie.
What
Stanley
a pointless story, though.
I mean,
there was no payoff. It was just like he hooked up with Janine Turner.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, I was like, what a son of a bitch. Like, I really hated him for that, like stealing his lady and stuff like that. So when the monkey
there was no payoff.
Well, he got killed.
Yeah.
That was such a confusing scene, though. That was so confusing. Now, I was also confused so did that doctor cripple him? Like, he was really angry. Like, he was mad did the doctor do, like Stanley Tucci, did he cripple the lead?
No, he just didn't.
No, he's just mad that he took his girl.
Oh, okay.
Well, after he found out, but it was misdiagnosed, is what it was.
Yeah.
And so he did the surgery without looking deeper and realizing that he might have been paralyzed by something that can just paralyze you. I didn't really understand it either.
He was too busy looking at his hairy ass.
Yeah,
didn't do his job right.
I tell you, this movie works better with the laugh track. If you give this movie a laugh track, it's a fucking.
Oh,
so
dude, there were scenes where I wanted to laugh, but I felt like I'd be feeling real guilty.
You mean you didn't want to laugh your ass off when they're doing that Gilligan's Island music towards the end?
Yeah. Dude. Just so all of it. Bad. Jay, what do you want to say?
Another thing I wanted to point out. I know I mentioned it in the chat earlier. Was dude, how fucking ripped was both Beggy and Stanley Tucci? These guys hit the weights something fierce for this movie. Like I don't know why, but for some reason it's like I don't know. I mean, it just seemed like a very odd choice for them both be like really jacked, like almost like getting close to middle age, like. Yeah, we just woke up today and, got ripped. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, pow, boom, to the moon. Like they wanted you to see him as, like, this peak of, like, athleticism to immediately just get shattered. And I like the symbolism of the bricks cracking. I thought that was very artistic choice. But, yeah, I think this movie has a lot of what we like to call potential. That they wasted.
How about the monkey vision? Going into the monkey and like that kind of stuff.
He stole it from fucking Sam Raimi. It's the Evil Dead shot.
Yeah, right? I thought the same thing. Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? Did you guys ever see Wolfen?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Albert Finney.
Yeah.
Albert Finney, Gregory Hines.
Yeah. It reminded me of the Wolfen vision scene, that type of stuff.
Makes sense.
So what about the monkey itself? Did you guys love the monkey? Were you on the monkey side? That seems to be a common complaint of this movie is people feel like the monkey got kind of a raw deal. It wasn't.
Oh yeah, I was totally on the monkey side. I even wrote in my notes, they better not fucking kill the monkey.
I mean, it's the only movie I know with the killer monkey. The idea of like, not the only movie, but like in this scenario where the monkey. I like the story with it. I like how they
but it gets really weird. It falls off the rails where they don't know if he's controlling it with his mind and his dreams, or if he's just imagining this shit.
It's so confusing, man.
Visions.
I know.
Yeah,
is it a mind meld? Are they?
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then you get Jeff who shoots himself up with the shit, and he kind of goes into it. Yeah, like. The mind meld with him, I don't know
get it either.
What happened.
Like I said, a shit ton was cut out of this movie.
Yeah, George Romero has a definitive cut, and the studio's meddled with it, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is though they cut out so much for this movie to make sense. It was 4 hours long. And so, yeah, they couldn't do that.
No, thank you. Good, Jim.
What's a fucking 4-hour George Romero movie? Jesus.
Did anyone else think that Jeff was actually Stanley Tucci, Jerry Seinfeld at first, or was it just?
That was you.
Him? No, the Tooch and the character.
The Tooch, bro.
Playing Jeffrey, they are very similar. I can see that mistake being made.
John Pankow. He was
He makes great breadcrumbs.
No, man, fucking that's Panko.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Who was?
No, he was in fucking Batteries Not Included though.
Wasn't he also in to Live and Die in L.A.?
Yes, he was.
It's a great movie, man.
He was like a staple of the fucking 80s.
No, he was the that's such an interesting movie because William Patterson, who I know Jay and I are huge fans of, he is like the badass in that movie. And then all of a sudden there's a switch, and the little guy is like kind of like the coward. And then he kind of like his story arc is really interesting. William Friedkin directed that. Also, side note, voted one of the greatest car chases in cinema history. Sorry, we got off on a weird To Live and Die L.A. tangent.
That's fine. Who was the actor we're talking about, though?
The guy you were talking about.
He was the doctor, the good doctor.
Jeffrey.
Oh, he was the one who got the fucking who shot the fucking Parnate.
Yeah, I did like at the end when he got poisoned and he started acting all weird and freaky, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You mean just out of the blue?
Yeah, well, I know it was random.
He started acting drunk.
My thought was that's an interesting choice. Is that what poison would do to you? Does it make you act drunk? Is that what it would do? I was like, whatever.
I do not want to put that to a test.
How about Melanie? Anyone have any opinions on her?
Oh,
no.
Egg.
Egg.
Huh?
Pig.
I liked it. When I was a kid, I was shocked by that titty because I don't think I ever saw a titty before. I think that was my first one watching a movie. I was like,
I'm sorry.
This is my first time seeing quadriplegic sex.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, but I'm pretty sure it was everybody's also. I think there's only a limited number of movies that offer that kind of.
Here's a funny fact. Helen Hunt is the only person I know that has simulated para/quadriplegic sex in 2 different movies.
What? I know the one.
The Water Dance is the original one.
Yeah.
And then the second one, it's called The Sessions, where the guy's
yeah. I saw the Sessions. I didn't see Water Dance.
Oh, Water Dance came out in like 91. It's got Wesley Snipes and Eric Stoltz. It's widely forgettable, but it's the first time. It's the first time that Helen Hunt ever got her quad on. So
I wonder if that was in her credits, and that's how she got the Sessions.
Yeah, I think it was in her contract. Like I have to have sex with at least 2 quads
in the Sessions,
2 of my movies.
She's like in her 40s, and she gets full on naked, and she is amazing.
She got naked in Water Dance too.
No, gorgeous. I'm all about that Helen Hunt. That big old schnoz. Dear Lord. Javi, you said that there was another movie you saw with a quad sex?
Yeah, it was a Spanish movie. And like the guy was like really quad.
Javier Bardem.
No, it's not that one. It wasn't the Oceanside thing.
Oh.
It was another Spanish movie, but like it was like 2 quads having sex. But one of them, the girl was like really quadded up. She was not only was she a quad, she was deaf and a little bit
quadded up. That sounds like the worst perk in Dead by Daylight. Did you get that quadded up perk? Yeah, you need like 100,000 blood points.
We keep this up, we're gonna get canceled.
Jesus Christ.
Like enough people listen.
Oh my God. Well, I'm happy to know there's so much in cinema that we missed out on. I guess it does exist. Like I said, I had questions. I had to search the internet because I was curious.
Wasn't there also a sex scene in My Left Foot?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there was. From what I can remember, I think there was.
Maybe.
Are you trying to humble brag that you've seen My Left Foot?
Yeah,
that's a good movie.
Yeah.
My Criterion Collection. No. Leather-bound CDs and DVDs.
I want
the highest quality.
I want to get back to the idea that this is a camp movie. Did everyone else feel that way? Like, I was a little bit shocked by
I
that.
don't think it wanted to be.
No, it didn't want to be.
Yeah, no,
it turned out
unintentionally.
and that's that's why I think it's a good bad movie, because they intended this to be a scary horror film.
Yeah, they wanted to make a good movie, and it turned out being really bad, and that's what makes it good.
They were just like, everybody's gonna be terrified of capuchins from now on.
Yeah.
All
and
right,
that's the thing. The monkey's not scary. The monkey's adorable and it's small. And at the end, when he's killing it, it's so obviously a puppet or a doll. It's so laughably bad.
Yes, agreed. And that's what everyone remembers this movie for one thing. The fucking tearing the monkey down. You know what I mean?
Ripping and a tearing.
Yeah.
I like how his fucking teeth grew by the end of the movie whenever he knew what he had to do. Also, they're like, let's go in on those canines there.
Yeah.
And they're both like visibly longer, both sets on each.
Oh no, I noticed that
what
too.
happened
I kept thinking
there?
that throughout the entire movie, like every time they showed his teeth. We got Greg in the chat. He said, if you look up Boo's Did You Know trivia on IMDb, there's only one fact: is a monkey.
That's right.
Nothing gets past those guys.
Shout out to Dan Danzy. He resubbed. Dan, thank you so much for that. Appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Dan.
That
Thanks,
ending
Dan.
is fucking killer. And then the jump, I did not expect that jump scare to come, like when they carved down the back and then the monkey came out. That literally, I was stepping out of the room to get my puppy and that was on the screen. I jumped back for a second. So
And you feel the puppy.
That effect they used for that, I feel like they reused that in Tales from the Dark Side of the movie, in the second entry where the cat comes out of the guy's throat. And I think Romero had something to do with that. I know he created Tales from the Dark Side of the TV show. I thought that was unique that this was the first time they used that effect.
yeah, it was effective.
That's just the nerd in me. Sorry, guys.
No, it was effective. It got me. It scared me. Guys, anything else about the movie that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm good for watching this once. I'm good. I could die without seeing this movie again, and I'll be perfectly content.
Javi, you don't let these guys change you. Before these guys came on here, you talked about how much you loved it.
I loved it. I thought it was fun fucking movie.
Don't go flopping.
This
I
is
ain't
a
gonna
movie.
flop.
This
I will stand by it. I enjoyed this movie. I wouldn't watch it again though, but I enjoyed it.
I would like to watch it again with a bunch of people in a movie theater that knew the dialogue and would shout stuff out and brought monkeys to put in their mouths at the
sock
end.
monkeys and shit like that.
Yes,
So at the end,
yes. I would watch the movie like that again. But as far as a movie, no, this is fucking awful, man. This is so and it's one of his. It was like a big studio film for him, wasn't it? Like
Yes,
this was like a big studio film for him.
And because it failed, he left.
He went back to making indie movies.
Yeah, until like 1993 or something like that. But I mean, yeah, they really chopped it down. But I mean, I could see why. This thing's got a lot of filler in it.
They chopped this movie down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this had a lot. And that's what I mean. It's so confusing because they had a lot of subplots going on. And I think Jay, we always talk about the whole thing about the one location. I think this movie works best if it was. I mean, it pretty much does take place only in the house. But if they really focused on that and just being in the house, and even like a situation where it was like one of those movies that takes place in real time, if it was that type of film, where then it could have had more height and more scares. But man, this movie is so fucking all over the place.
I think it could have worked since it was so long. I think this might have worked a little bit better as a mini series. Yeah, give it
that too.
Give it some time to flesh out, and maybe you can concentrate on some stuff. Things wouldn't have to be so rushed.
But it's so boring at the end of the day. Like I don't know, guys. I really struggle.
It's boring for sure.
There's the ending. The third act I liked it.
Takes forever.
And it takes a long time to get there. Like the whole time I was watching it, I was clipping it at the same time. So it took me 4 hours.
And it's just him telling Ella no for like a half an hour. No,
it's a slow
put
burn.
that down. No.
I did buy that
Let's go for a walk.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say, as somebody who just got a puppy, I feel the pain. Like I was watching it agreeing. Anything else though? I did buy a lot of it. I watched this as a drama, so I did enjoy it. I will say that. I'm with Javi.
I saw this as a Lifetime movie. I could see this as a Lifetime movie. Like Monkey Scorned, Hell Has No Spirit.
I'm into that. I'll watch that.
All right. Do we recommend it? Javi, you go first.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, recommend it. All right. David, how about you? Just like you said.
I only recommend it if it's on a midnight showing at the Inwood and everyone is going to rag the shit out of it. Like I know that the guys that do How Did This Get Made did this for one of their podcasts, but they don't have it archived. I would love to hear that because I'm sure that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Jay, do you recommend it?
Actually, I would definitely recommend this movie. For all of its shortcomings, I've probably seen the movie 5 or 6 times, and
Holy shit!
I mean, the things I like, I think bring me back. So yeah, I'll recommend it. No problem.
All right, Jake, you recommend it?
Yeah, I mean, I chose it for y'all. But either way, I forgot how bad it was, but I still would watch it again. I think. I don't know. Maybe not watch this fucking movie. I don't fucking know. I really don't. I'm torn. So.
I'm gonna be kind of with you, Jake, on this. I recommend it as a one-time viewing, and be prepared because this is very much a movie of its time, and you need to sit through it. And it's going to be a long journey.
Dude, I rushed home from work. I got home at like 6:15, had a shower because I've been working outside all goddamn day. And I sat through this motherfucker, and I took all these fucking notes, and this fucking movie was not what I expected it to be. And I'm really let down, and I'm sorry I let y'all down.
No, you did, man.
I love the image of Jake hauling ass, trying to get this, and he halfway through he starts getting pissed off because he's like, "Who the fuck recommended this movie?"
Yeah, it was me.
Oh,
I did this.
Damn it.
We've had a series of these though. Now we've had a series of movies where people recommend them. We were like, yeah, especially me. Like I think the last 2 I recommended were just kind of like. So we're gonna get there though.
I'm surprised you're complaining about the length of this one because you like Roma.
I did like Roma. Roma was the shit. And you called it coma.
No, Jake did, and that was a genius fucking pull.
Roma is a killer movie. That was my favorite movie of like.
In what world?
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just so you know, the next section of the podcast will be clips from the movie, so you can find replays of the live video stream at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. Once again, all links can be found in the description. Come check out our live stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And for a full list of future films, check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the Horrorcast.
All right, guys, you ready for clips? Let's clip this.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see. Can you guys see that? All right. Bricks.
That's so
with the triple twist.
It's so
why
funny.
would they fucking do that fucking
It's so
shot?
stupid.
Like, why would they do that fucking scene? Like, even George Romero, like, you're not the best at making fucking horror movies. That's been established. But why would you think that shot was fucking okay right there?
Because nothing about that shot, him twirling, makes sense of somebody. If you've ever been on Reddit and watched all the videos of people getting hit by cars,
Yeah.
I've never seen one person who was a twirl.
Active viewer. Yeah.
All right, suicide.
Hey, something to grab a brew. You want one?
Kramer?
It does look like Stanley Tucci.
Dude, what a shitty friend.
Hobby.
What a fucking shitty friend. Look, you know how much effort that took for him to get in there to where he get positioned right. Like, you walk in, you see that, you're like, this guy, he knows what he wants.
He wants this.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
You know what you do when you see that? You go, all right, I'm right there. Hey,
Yeah.
quality of life, bro. I get
Bro, exactly.
Yeah, but
That is
isn't
like,
his?
he's such a bad friend.
Quality of life.
But I think
quality.
But I gotta disagree with you guys. This is the one guy who actually, as more than anybody, actually cares about this guy. So I think this was.
Well, that's his
he's
brother.
the one.
He's got to care about him.
He's
What?
the one guy. He's the one guy. Like I was saying with you guys, like any of us would let him die because we're good friends. But this guy, is like, oh shit, I can't let you die.
No, I need you for my experiment.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's selfish. It's
Yeah.
selfish, but he's the one guy, and I think that was actually a smart choice by Romero.
He didn't realize that he wanted him for this project at that point, though.
See, if it would have been any of us, we would have been like, oh, and immediately start wiping off our fingerprints.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hold
Cancel
my shirt.
all my dry cleaning appointments.
Out the fucking I'm out.
Javi, you said that's his brother. I thought the same thing, but they're not related. I thought they were
aren't.
brothers too. They are brothers?
No.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No, they're not brothers, right?
No.
Yeah,
I could have
think-
sworn that they were.
Well, in the synopsis I read, it doesn't say brothers.
I mean,
it
they're
says
like brothers.
Yeah, they're like
They're
brothers.
brothers in Capuchin.
Yeah.
The C word.
No. And what are you doing here?
Touchy!
She came to pick me up.
Janine Turner of
Oh,
Cliffhanger
well, I'll be
fame
damned.
from
Well,
Fort
how did we
Worth,
diagnose
Texas.
this one, Wiseman? Clinical asshole syndrome? Clinical rat? Clinical snake in the grass syndrome?
Oh,
Jeffrey,
And you clinical cunt.
Yeah.
The two cities.
Boom.
Yeah, just call me on the
yeah.
fucking tooch, bro.
Dude.
right, baby.
Sexual harassment.
One thing I don't have to worry about. Oh my god. I
The fucking beard!
Fucking
Jesus Christ!
straw beard.
the Gooster.
Dude,
Ah!
Oh,
Wacky, wacky! Wah,
I
wah,
would,
wah.
I would gladly lose the function of my legs if I could grow a beard like that.
That beard is so fucking bad.
Dude. Like the fucking straw man. What?
Somebody throw me in front of a truck quick. I gotta get a beard like that.
I thought it was a
Jesus
good beard
Christ.
too. I didn't know you guys were gonna hate on it. Monkey hug.
So
Oh, I love that beard.
Oh, that monkey. No.
I love you.
So the voice of the monkey is Frank Welker, who
Oh,
did
yeah.
Megatron, right?
Well, no, he
Yeah.
did Starscream. He didn't do
Oh,
Megatron.
okay.
Actually, he did Megatron in the fourth Transformers movie, I believe.
I'm going off Generation 1. I apologize.
Oh my god, dude, we are getting so much pussy from this podcast. y'all. Holy shit.
That's why
All
I'm
this
wearing a-
vagina is being thrown at us right now. Did you hear what he said? He said it was Generation 1 Transformer.
Actually, the voice of the,
Crash.
actually, the voice of the monkey was the same voice actor that did the voice for Apu in Aladdin.
I agree
G.
with
Bradley
you.
Baker.
You know what?
You
Now
know what?
we're
I'm so
definitely
turned
getting
on. I'm
pussy.
trying to jerk off, but my dick has gone up inside my body cavity and I can't find it right now.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
Shut up. You just stuffed it in
I
your
wish
own
I wish I
bum.
had a pet monkey to pull out my dick right now.
One pissed monkey.
Yeah, you see how he jabs
What
him every
happened?
time? He's like, yeah, fuck you, monkey. And then
Fine.
Okay, here comes his acting. His acting is amazing.
What's going on in there?
he's
What
got
the
a
hell are you
fucking
doing to
peanut
her?
belly.
Yeah! Actor! Acting!
That's a pissed monkey right there. All right, that motherfucking bird.
Okay.
Bogey. Sorry to laugh.
Get this fucking bird on my face.
Get rid of that bird, or so help me.
You what?
Oh, monkey time.
I thought I saw a pretty cat.
Yeah. Dude, I hated her so much. She deserved
was
all
such a
this shit,
ratchet
though,
bitch.
dude. She did a good job playing a fucking nurse
Bad
ratchet,
nurse, yeah.
but
Yeah, I didn't really understand it because at first she was like, "Yay, I'm here to help," and then she was like,
yeah.
I'm a bitch."
And it's like, do you live at somebody's house like that? Like you come,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah, you
daily, I guess.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
a scare.
that's a thing definitely. So she lived there, and
Yeah,
like,
but he could have been like, hey, no fucking bird.
Yeah, I mean that.
Well, then we don't have a movie, Jake, do we?
God damn it, I'm
We
sorry.
don't have a bogey.
Speech.
We literally don't have
You
audio.
Killed my bogey! He had his
There it
little
is.
demon do it for him.
Ella was in a cage.
I don't know how you did it, but you did it. The two of you together. And now my little bogey is gone.
I'm little
Maybe it was
bogey.
old age.
No, not the bogey.
He deserved it.
Maybe
though.
it was a rat that got it.
It's kind of
Maybe
like
you crushed it yourself when you jammed your foot into that slipper. Who gives a shit?
He deserved to die.
To die. He fucking deserved to die.
You know why that bird deserves to die? Because it was driving the truck
Here-
that crippled him.
Here's the and here's the fucked up thing, guys. That next scene, he's getting a bath from his mom, and he's like, "Hey, where's Mary at?" He's like, what do you mean, where's Mary at? You just fucking told her to fuck off. You just screamed at her, and you're really shitty acting. Like, hey, maybe it was me, maybe it wasn't. Where's Mary at, Mom? Why'd Mary leave? You mean she left? That's so weird. Fuck this movie.
The demise of Wise. Bye, Tucci.
Wiseman. That motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
He turned into fucking Steven Seagal all of a sudden. It's like, motherfucker.
Here you go, David. Listen.
Oh, this fucking scene.
This scene made me a little bit uncomfortable.
And that's how COVID started.
Yeah. Monkey vision.
Monkey cam.
The music is just all over the place.
Chicago.
Chicago. This was just uncalled for. Why?
Yeah, he really could have just like picked it up and said,
Yeah,
come
dude.
on, I'm gonna take you out of this house because your owner doesn't want you anymore.
Yeah, it could have just
I'm
been
gonna
simple,
build
but
more
instead-
tension, fucking hatred.
No bullshit.
Listen, no, don't come in, okay? I just don't want any bullshit.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
No, don't.
I don't want any bullshit
No,
either.
no bullshit.
Hi,
The monkey's
Mrs. Mann.
watching.
How are you today?
Anger.
Mother, there's danger. The way I've been acting lately, these rages, Ella pulls them out of me. She pulls them to the surface.
What is this? Is this some sort of game that you're playing? If you can't stand having
That's
me,
the guy,
just tell
right?
me. I'll go. You don't have to
That's
put
what I was
yourself through
thinking.
this. You don't have to put me through this.
Mother,
one
That
man.
please stop.
That's
Please
a guy.
Insensitive.
don't.
It looks like Jim
I'm
Broadbent in a
angry.
wig.
I can't control it.
That's like
How
that.
hot is that water?
I've given
The
up
steam is
everything for you.
You won't like me
Whoever
when I'm
asked you to
angry.
give up anything. You don't give a shit about me or
Is it Mrs.
anybody else.
Doubtfire?
You're too
He turned
wrapped up
into
in
fucking
yourself.
Al Pacino.
Yeah. He's trying to go through acting school while making this film.
Dude,
You've
this is
been trying
the
to
one
suck
note that I
me
have.
into it for as
This is the
long
one thing.
Head
I was a
acting.
contender. I was a contender.
Just-
You wouldn't
just
like me when I'm
head
angry.
acting. He's like, he just fucking, he has to, I can't move anything. I'll act with my head. Head acting!
And it was also had a weird Psycho like mother vibe too. Like Romero was like, "Hey, watch the movie Psycho and just
That's
do that
Norman
scene
Bates'
over and
wig.
over." Yep,
Oh,
it really
Mother.
is. It really is.
I can remember. Well, I
That's a
cannot stand it anymore, Mother. I
can't stand
cannot
period,
stand your bullshit.
I'm trying my
Clinging, blood-sucking bitch.
That didn't hurt.
Mother.
She's about to piece him up. Oh! Give me your face!
She's smacking up a cripple.
Nowadays,
way,
that'd be
this-
the beginning of
this-
a porno.
This death scene is very. This is like straight out of a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Monkey attack.
That doesn't look scary. That looks fun.
I got monkeys on me. Yay! Monkey side. Like homicide, but monkey side.
He hit it with a good old bathing toaster.
I'm not gonna lie, this actually scared me.
What did you do to Ella?
You acting?
What did you do to me, Alan?
That scared me. I'm a bit
Goddamn monkey with a straight razor.
Just wasn't expecting it. Monkey poison. You ever had a monkey poison you? Goddamn monkey.
Jesus.
Oh, he injected me with vodka.
Needles.
I've been shooting up all this movie, and all of a sudden this bother.
He injected me with a good time.
All right, notice he falls on his stomach, but he finds him on his back.
Now the movie sucks.
Well, you know how people die when they OD.
Ah, bullshit. Fuck this movie.
I was like, Team Shines. Duck fucking ruined it.
Part of it. Little speech.
I said stop it. Stop it.
Shut up!
You can't fool me. Not with that bullshit. You're not gonna hurt me. I'm part of you.
Fucking I'm part of you.
They start making out.
Yeah.
He's
I'm surprised
The
they
boss.
didn't though. Like I really thought he was gonna get a hand job from this monkey at some point in this movie. Like,
Dude, his penis would look huge with that.
yeah, look at this tiny little fucking monkey hands. Look at that guy.
Oh, look at that. Your hands could barely fit around it,
I
little
think
pooch.
I think we've created the new kink, everybody.
You want
The
to be
boss.
the boss now, is that it?
Ooh, that's
There's
You
only
want to
one
be
boss.
the brains as well as your
And he
brother.
lives in New Jersey.
Hey monkey, shine this knob.
I'm the brains of this outfit. I can beat you at this game, Ella. You know why? I'm the human. I'm the one who can cheat and lie and be devious.
He's jerking him
I
off.
thought he was jerking off right there, too.
Whatever it takes to get us through the night. Quickly.
Monkey dance.
Oh, you're human?
Look how fake this looks. All right, one more
Make
time.
the monkey shines.
Monkey pee.
So fucking weird.
You slime.
You're an animal, Ella.
You know me.
Oh, sick burn, bro.
I'm gonna take you apart. I'm gonna rip your fucking eyes out.
Look at his
There,
teeth.
yeah.
They added fucking
I'm
pain.
gonna tear you open
Yep.
and chew
What?
out
So
your
weird.
fucking heart.
Oh, it's because
I
he's
actually
becoming
thought
more
you
monkey
like the
like.
monkey. Yeah, that was
Yes.
that was another conscious choice, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
it
It
was,
translates
because
horrible.
he's-
Translates horrible, but I like the
it's-
idea behind it.
Yeah, it's really bad, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like his teeth are growing with the monkey because they're connected in the mind.
yeah, that's fucking crazy. I didn't
Well,
even put
see,
that together.
Well, are we going to watch the infamous scene next?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after it happens.
The monkey died.
Oh,
Come here, baby. Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Oh, There it is.
Look at his jerking, using his whole body.
I mean, you watched this movie for this part right here. That's why you
Yeah.
watched it. Slam.
I got a new drug. There are some beliefs that when he kills the monkey, like it's the thing that gets him over the top that allows him to heal.
Some beliefs. What do you like? Are you
Like
on
some
a
Reddits,
fucking, like- Yeah, you're on a fucking monkey shine subreddit. Like, what is it, like fucking 120 people on there? Like,
No, no, it was more like,
good sir, 121.
this was probably more like web rings back in the late 90s.
Oh
you know,
my
people talking
god,
about
dude.
Because what happens is the spirit of the monkey transfers to his vertebrae, and because it gives him the
Well, we
will and the
just-
power to walk.
We just talked about what happened with his teeth, so I mean, I didn't consider it super.
Oh, I
far-fetched
know
of a
you
film.
guys were like real monkey shine fans. I didn't know where.
All I gotta say is that definitely pissed me off a little bit, man.
Why is that?
I don't know. It bothered me. It's like a little defenseless monkey, you know. Even as a cripple,
That
you know,
killed like 7 people in the movie,
Yeah.
defenseless.
I know.
Well, most people feel that way when they watch the movie. I think that's what you're supposed to have. That
I think it's because he like lulled it with friendship and sweet nothings of, hey, baby, come here, let me talk to you.
And he used a cassette tape to trick it, and that's just wrong.
He has like 5 working muscles in his entire body, and he beats the monkey.
And really, guys, it completely ripped off the scene from Conan the Barbarian when Arnold Schwarzenegger was crucified in the tree, and a vulture came down and was poking on him, and he reached over, and it was a complete ripoff of Conan the Barbarian, which is why this movie sucks.
Yeah, that's what David Justice
Amen.
said. Also, I think that monkey is the same one from Hangover 2, and it died shortly after that.
Oh shit! We got the final scene.
That's not a real bat.
I don't think it's aliens.
The scariest part of that whole fucking movie.
Yeah, that I forgot existed, so that made me jump scared too. I was like, all right, you got me. The monkey's scary.
What I like to imagine is like when they finally finish this film is George Romero sitting back and being like, I think I've made my Godfather.
My classic. Well, in a lot of ways, this movie is one of his top remembered films. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's a cult film. I love the idea, like you said, of watching this with a group of people who enjoy this movie. And there
It's a
are a
cult
lot of
film for
lines
all the
in
wrong
it.
reasons.
Yeah, but there's a lot of lines in it that are quotable.
What's the
like,
wrong
We were
reasons?
going through it. It's a,
Well, what I mean is it's a cult film because it's laughable. It's not a cult film because it's like, oh man, this is so dark. This is
I don't
such a
know.
good
It worked
movie.
for me watching it. I didn't get the camp side of it. When you guys mentioned it, rewatching it, I felt it. But like watching it, I was totally there as a suspenseful psychological thriller. I was invested. So
Did you just use the word psychological in this movie?
it is a psychological thriller. That's what it is. That's what this falls.
No,
into.
you're right. You're right, Duck. I'll defend you on that.
Yeah.
You know what
Don't
what
let
it's
the
not?
bullies tell you what to do.
You know what it's
Yeah.
not, Duck? It's not a horror movie.
Oh, it definitely falls under horror, dude.
We have
we've
this
done
argument
psychological
with
thriller
every
before.
movie. I think somebody will have an argument for every movie why it's not a horror movie.
Yeah,
This is definitely a coming of age tale. It's not about vampires.
this totally falls into horror movie genre, especially
It
because
follows.
It's an anthology of the human spirit, or
this
not even a
movie
wheelchair,
was
buddy.
in the horror movie section next to
Duck, shut
everything
up.
else.
Stop defending. Dude, you are falling into a trap, and I'm not going to let it happen. Say less, my friend. You're right.
All right.
I will
All right.
defend you, Duck, but you're
Walking
making
a
it real hard.
tightrope.
Yeah. Duck, don't make me jump on the other side. I will. Now
All right.
it shines. Duck's a no, I'm just kidding.
No, it's all good. All right, let's get to movie recommendations. First off, we're gonna have whatever trailer this is. I think it's Pet Cemetery because we've got killer pets, and I love this movie. I think
These first two are so fucking good, my guy.
yeah, this is a killer fucking movie. Dead is better. I don't know what else to say.
Not really so much a
Yes.
horror movie as it is like, cautionary
Psychological
tale.
thriller.
Yeah.
It's more of a Achilles tendon being sliced open by a razor blade.
Dude,
The
there he is.
second
right there.
one was just fun.
Yeah. What
Mr.
is the
Krabs
name of
was
the
in
kid
it.
in this movie? Gage? The kid
Gage.
in-
Gage. Gage.
Milo.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Miko
Mila
Hughes.
Hughes.
Miko Hughes.
Miko. Yeah.
Yeah, rough stuff.
Did you guys watch the remake? Was that any good?
Yeah.
Crap.
No, it was really dog shit.
We did talk a little bit about the Stephen King connection. The reason why we put this together after we did one of the cast was the box art for Monkey Shines was similar to the cover art for one of his books. I can't remember what it was.
Skeleton Crew was an
Thank you
anthology.
very much. And that's why we always confused. We thought Stephen King had something to do with this movie, and also his connection to Creepshow, I think, is why too. So there was just that weird Mandela that we all had about this. Second recommendation is also Stephen King. It's going to be Cujo. Cujo. I've never seen Cujo. Do you guys like Cujo?
It's kind of rough because I don't like when animals get hurt, but it has a really cool scene in it where the camera is spinning around. It's really cool.
Man,
I heard that was a really hard shoot for the kid and the woman, though.
Man, dude, as
it's a hard watch.
As far as a pure Stephen King movie, though, man, Cujo is up there, man. That is.
It is like a page for page of adaptation of the book.
Yeah,
it is really
great movie.
But it's a hard watch, man.
It's like Cujo's scary as fuck, growing up.
I got Cujo for Christmas, not the dog, the movie, in like 7th grade. I actually asked for this, and it was like back when videos were like $40 for movies like this.
Oh yeah,
what is she doing to that kid?
You don't want to
know.
Trying
to revive him.
Oh,
see, my problem with Cujo is the dog is. I love that dog. It's like a Saint Bernard, right?
Yeah. No, it's like a.
Is it Mastiff?
No, it's a Saint Bernard.
It's a Saint Bernard.
Yeah. And
in the book, it's Saint Bernard. I don't know.
It's so hard because I think it would have been better if it would have been like a German Shepherd, or some kind of like our pit bull. But man, I love Saint Bernards.
I think that adds to the
that looks so cool
to the tragedy of it all.
Oh, it's definitely tragic for sure.
Yeah.
That's fucking tough, man. That's a rough one.
Yeah,
good
I've
choice.
Never seen it, so we definitely.
Dude, we should totally need to do Cujo. That'd be great.
I have to pick that for my next one. Speaking of next ones, next week we will be doing Cabin in the Woods, hopefully with Mikey B. So that will end pretty much our Evil Dead. I think it's the greatest way to go out because I think we're probably all fans of Cabin in the Woods.
Well, actually, that movie's technically not a horror; it's a comedy.
More sci-fi.
Here we go again.
I would say it's more of a political satire. Is how I look at it.
If anything, I like to consider Cabin in the Woods an homage to horror.
I think it's more meta, what you would call a meta.
Oh yeah, it's meta horror. There's a subgenre of meta horror, and that I think is probably one of the best. Also there is the subgenre of the what is it called, the man serpent, or what are the what's it called?
Meta, cosmic, ubiquitous.
Yes.
And also throwing a little bit of
Merman. It's the subgenre of the Merman horror film, which is very interesting.
Cool.
I think we got lost there. All right, David, tell them where they can find you on the internet.
You can find me on Facebook at Stop Motion Nightmares, on Instagram at Children of Dave, and Sunday, September 5th at the Addison Improv. Sunday. You don't have to work Monday, so come out Sunday. It's going to be a fun day.
So this Sunday, you're going to be at Addison Improv?
Yeah, for Tony's show.
Oh, fuck yeah, that'll be sweet.
I have a recommendation.
Sure, good.
Like, if you want to see an animal throw down with the weird little goblin, watch Cat 6 or Cat's Eye.
Is that anime?
That's what David was
movie.
planning on this movie earlier.
Yeah, that movie is so fun. I love that movie so much. It's like about like a little demon jester that's like haunting this kid, and like he goes toe to toe with the kid's cat, and he gets fucked up for it. It's fun. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, is it 3 stories? It's got 3 stories. It's got an anthology, right?
The best one's the smoking one, though. I love the smoking
with James Woods, right?
Oh yeah,
James
for
Woods?
sure.
Yeah.
Never saw it. You can find us on the internet at wearepodcast.podbean.com, where you can check out all the podcasts. I should be putting out my interview with Brandon I did this week about Antstream Arcade. Also, you can check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Arizona Diet Green Tea also will be there at /WeArePodcast. Check out the Wappin' Reviews. I put one out every day, and we will be back next Monday for another Camp/Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past at 8 p.m. With that said, keep horror in your heart. See, if Duck doesn't get drunk, he remembers it. So that's what he's got to do. With that said, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to cut the feed. Thank you, Jake. It was awesome seeing you, too.
See, Jake.
Love you.
Love you, too, bro.
Love you guys.
Good to see
y'all.
See ya.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And since this is Camp Slash Horrorcast, if you want to check us out live, we will be on Twitch and YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find us at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's me, that's Jake, and that's Javi. We're breaking down that pop culture, and we're having so much fun. And don't forget to check out We Are Bagu, a video game podcast, where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore, heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, hopefully we see you in the live stream.